Massy, but I wasn't comfortable.
Hey y'all, happy new year. Happy new year. Happy 2025. We made it. I know the lighting is pretty bad. We probably should have sat at the table because the lighting is
Yes, the
bad here.
lighting back here is not nice. Back here is terrible.
You want to move to the table?
Yes, they got
We're
light.
gonna move to the
So
light,
people can
y'all.
see us and we don't look like zombies.
We're packing up the house. I'm
Yes.
exhausted. I've been on
Let
all
me
night
show you
prayer.
the boxes, the
Oh yeah,
confusion.
let's show you the
We got
confusion.
some stuff already packed up by the door.
Hold on. So we're packing up the house, getting these boxes going. All this furniture is pretty much going out the house, giving away. We got these bags from Amazon. These gray bags, they hold quite a bit, up to 50 pounds worth of stuff too. Got some stuff here. We got more stuff upstairs
Yes, I'm separating
in the
them
corner.
by, which barrels they're going to go into. So I don't have them confused. And then these are her collectibles since she was a little girl.
My collectible dolls.
I used to collect them for her. I have to find a place to put those safe that they don't get destroyed.
Yep. So you want to wish the people Happy New Year?
Happy New Year, family. How was last night?
I'm exhausted. My mom fell asleep early, so
Yeah, I was bad company.
nobody. Well, I stayed up past midnight because I host an annual New Year's Eve live on my channel. So we were on there till almost 2 a.m. Eastern, and then I woke up this morning at 7 for another prayer event that one of my friends hosted, and a lot of my friends were praying in. And then um, we can sit on this side so the light, yeah, so the light hits us. And then tonight I'm hosting all night prayer with two of my friends. So we are weary. We are over here doing all the things, trying to prepare, trying to get
Let's try.
ourselves. No, I'm
Over here
putting,
now. Oh, okay.
yeah, trying to prepare and get in the. You have to scoot in so they can see you and get ourselves girded up for the new year. Because one thing we're not playing around with this year is being protected and being covered. Because 2024 wasn't too bad for me. I mean, we did my father passed away and stuff like that, but it wasn't like in the grander scheme of things. I wasn't really fighting for my life like how I have in previous years. So, but so we're trying to keep that energy. Hello, I love cats. Hello, hello. We're trying to keep that same energy. We're trying to make sure that we are covered. So I'm weary because I was up late. I worked yesterday, hosting my event, got up early, hosting another event tonight. Hello, Vaneda. I'm sorry if I messed up your name. But my mom slept early. So what are you looking forward to for 2025, Mom?
Well, the biggest thing is the move. So I'm looking forward to that. And I'm praying that everything goes smoothly because it's not like I've lived in America 40 plus years. And when you move from a state to another state, it's fatiguing, but it's simple. You pack your boxes, you tape them up, you label them, and you go get in your truck and you go straight to your next house. This is, I have to pack and then pack again to ship, and it's more fatiguing. So, I'm looking forward to getting this done efficiently as I'm accustomed to doing it. And then to get to Guyana and to be settled. Now, I don't know what that would look like. I know what I have in my head, but I don't know exactly how things will work out. But regardless, it has to, it's a must. I have to go. And so I'm looking forward to settling down by April, the latest,
Mm-hmm.
and then to get going again with my businesses. I have my nonprofit and I have you guys. And I know you're not
Yes.
going to be patient with me for another 18 months.
Oh, and I have two videos that I literally have to edit them because it's taking up space in my phone. So I got one where I made a honey bun cake and one where I'm showing y'all how I make scalloped potatoes from scratch. So that's gonna go up. Just give me like a week. It should be up sooner than that because, like I said, I have to clear space in my phone. Like my phone keeps popping up saying there's no space. So let us know in the comments what you guys are looking forward to in 2025. What's a highlight from 2024 for you? Hello from India. We love our Indian supporters. Um,
Yeah, you guys are steadfast.
yes. David said his birthday is in April, so that's great. What day in April is your birthday? We don't have a lot of early parts of the year birthdays in our family. Most birthdays fall between July and December, especially between September and December. That's when it's like birthday, 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 you know. So January I know for me and my family, it's typically a time. April 15th, tax day. We love that. We
Well,
love,
we're going to aim to be settled by tax day,
yeah.
so you could be happy.
But when January hits, I'm like, as y'all see, I'm fighting for my life right now, just trying to stay awake because it's a lot. Like October to December is a sprint. Birthdays, holidays, celebrations. I've moved a lot of times, and we've moved a lot of times during that time of year. And then preparing for this relocation, hosting events. Like I'm literally back to back. Tonight is my third event I'm hosting within a 24-hour time span. Your girl is tired, you know, so it's a lot. Editing stuff, my mom taping, like, so when January hits, we're like, stick a fork in us, we are done, and we need a break. So our new year technically starts February 1st. January, I'm just trying to get my mind right. I'm trying to settle down. I'm trying to exhale because October to December is always a sprint. And this year was a bigger sprint because of all the stuff that we're packing. So the boxes are behind us. I'll show y'all because some of y'all weren't here earlier. But we got the boxes behind us. The front of the house got a bunch of boxes and stuff.
And
So
all these
all the
cupboards are
cupboards are
still
clearing
full.
out.
All
Yeah.
of them are still full. All got to pack.
We got stuff upstairs. We got to get to the shipping place. It's a lot. So y'all just continue to keep us in prayer. Continue to continue to uplift us because I'm weary. I'm tired. It's a lot going on, but I'm excited though. I'm excited for these transitions that are coming this year. And like my mom said, she's excited to settle down. We're all of us are going to be settled by April. Like after our respective moves and stuff, I think Q2 is going to be like, okay, woo, like we got that over with. Thank you for liking and subscribing. And thank you, like seriously, let me take a minute to thank y'all for liking, subscribing, and sharing in Q4. My mom had like, I don't even know how many subscribers you gained in Q4. I want to say over 200 subscribers. She gained almost 1,000 watch hours, y'all. She's almost at 3,000. When she gets to 3,000 watch hours, she'll be able to offer membership so she could really do like those live cooking classes with y'all. And it could be in one place because 4 years ago, we were kind of doing it in different places and it gets confusing as far as like, oh, come to this website, come to that website, click it. So it's gonna be more streamlined and she'll offer membership. So she just has to she needs like a little bit less than 2,000 more watch hours, and then she can offer memberships. And it's going to be low hanging fruit. It's not going to be anything over the top, like, oh, $97 a month. It's not going to be nothing like that. Like
No
$9.99, you know, something around there. You get the live cooking class where you can chit chat with us and actually make a meal with us. We've done curry chicken before. We've done jerk chicken before. And we make the home meal. We send the recipe list out. We send the ingredient list out. And it's a fun time. We play music,
Yes,
like
we
we do
did
all the
cake.
things.
We did cake. We
Yeah.
did.
Ooh, sorry, y'all. I'm trying to fix this camera. So, y'all, I told you I'm fighting for my life right now. Camera falling. I'm all drowsy, like, ooh. Then I had a glass of wine to top it off. Like,
You had a
what
glass
was I
of wine?
doing? Yeah. So
When?
just now, like an hour ago. So I was
I
tired,
didn't
and I
see
was
that.
like, let me have some wine. Like, this is not a good. This is not. I'm just all over the place, y'all. So I'll get it together. Just give me a week or two. I'll get it together.
Yeah, it's
But
tiring. This packing and running out to buy something that you forget the tape, the special tape, and different things.
then we
It's
had to
tiring.
cook. She had to make the black eye cook up because it's like Guyanese Christmas. It's not Christmas if you don't have pepper pot, garlic pork, or beef or whatever, garlic something, and homemade bread. So it's the same thing for New Year's Eve. We had the black eye cook up. I got fried fish. I'm about to go out and get some more fried fish because I'm not frying no fish. And my son, he gonna eat the same thing every time, chicken tenders, and he was happy. He was full. He was content.
Yeah,
But
see, that's all he cares about, is chicken
yes.
tenders and fries. But we always have fries, and we can put it,
In the air fryer and
in air
stuff.
fry and do that. But who's making
I'm not
chicken
making.
tenders?
I'm gonna be making them this year though, because I'm tired of buying them all the time. So I will definitely be making a lot more homemade stuff. But yeah, so back to the topic. We're gonna reel it back in. So yeah, she's gonna be able to offer. What is that?
That's what I'm about to ask.
Sorry, we heard a random noise in our house, and we're like, "What?" That sounds like Rochelle was possibly moving something, or maybe. I
But
thought
why
it
would she
was
drag it so hard?
I thought it was raining. I was like,
That's what I was
y'all, we are
asking you
fighting
earlier.
for that's okay. We
That's
are
Christian.
we're in rare form right now. Like this is a lot going on. I thought it was either rain or the ceiling was about to collapse. I was like, Lord,
Yes,
please,
you guys
Lord.
start looking up. You got to get up and
Like,
run.
don't let it do it now when we're leaving. Like, can't even stay here for a lawsuit. Like, just like, but yeah. So needless to say, a little less than 2,000 because she's at 1,000 and like 40 something watch hours and it's going up. So keep looping, keep streaming, keep doing all the things. When she hits 3,000, then she can offer the membership. She already hit the 500 tier, and of course, to get monetized, you still need the traditional 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. So she's well on her way. Thank you for all the likes and shares. She gained hundreds of subscribers in Q4, and I can't remember how many shares because you've been getting, I want to say hundreds of shares because every week it's been like 40 something shares, 60 something shares, 90 something shares. So thank you guys. I didn't calculate it all because that's just too much work for me right now. But thank you guys for the shares, the subscriptions, everything. So I would say that's the two biggest things coming this year is the relocation and showing that process as much as possible, even if we're like showing it after the fact. It might not necessarily be a live stream, it might just be an upload, but we're going to show the process. If you are interested in becoming an expat and you want to like lighten the blow and get some guidance so you're not fighting for your life, then you can follow my channel, Rondell Martin. Just Rondelle Martin spelled normally. It's actually linked on my mom's channel because I'm going to be sharing that once I get past all the like right now stuff. But we're going to show my mom's journey. We're going to get back to cooking videos. Probably Q2, I'll say, like our actual live streams where she's cooking and stuff. Probably Q2, and that will probably more so be in the membership. We may do like a chat and cook where she's cooking, but she's not like explaining everything, or like you're cooking with her. If you want that, that'll be in the membership. It'll just more so be like I'm doing something and we chit chatting, like how we used to do. You can look on her channel. We used to do that back in like 2020, 2021 or something.
It was
So
2021.
yeah, so you can see that on her channel. So that would be the big thing, relocating, and then the memberships, and then you'll get the email and all that kind of stuff. So it's going up this year. It's going up, but let us know if you're on the replay, even if you're not here right now, or if you're here right now, you want to share what is something you're looking forward to in 2025 so we can cheer you on. We want to celebrate with you. We want to stand in agreement. And what's something great that happened in 2024, even if it was unexpected, or something that you could look back and laugh at now? What's something that you would say you could look back and laugh out now, laugh at now from 2024?
Me?
Mm-hmm. Even if it's something petty, something
I
small.
could look back in 2024. I got my eyesight back. So and that's wonderful. That's good news. I mean, it's not 100%, but I can see. I couldn't. Now, something that I laugh at, I don't even know, because 2024 is it's early in the year when my husband died. And then, well, now thinking back of watching him in his casket, he was pouting, and I don't know why, because he can't talk to me and I can't say why you're pouting. Now,
Yeah,
now I
that
could
was-
I look back. What was this? Why does my hand, his bottom lip push out like that? And then they say that the dead hairs. I don't know, but I said you need to put your lip in and give a nice face. And slowly but surely, it looked normal to me. And but most of 2020, after he died, 2024 was no more that joyful for me.
Yeah, the latter part of 2024,
It
I can
wasn't it
imagine.
wasn't that joyful because I have plans and he was a part of the plan.
Yeah.
And he died, and so even today I'm sitting down just thinking that all the plans that I put in place for him, he's not going to see it and he's not going to be there, but
So what's the unexpected blessing you would say of 2024?
well, the unexpected blessing is that there were people that stood with me during that time that I never even thought of as people who cared.
Yeah, that's true.
And so, that was a blessing because they're there, they're calling, they're checking on you, they're coming around and giving you, giving you nice words. It's some of them that went to the funeral that really surprised me. I didn't think that there were people who cared.
Mm.
So they showed up and they were there, and the funeral was not a short journey. It was from one end of Guyana to another end, so it was a lot driving. And they showed up and they supported.
Yep.
And my sister and her husband, they were on their traveling summer trip, and they cut short that and came to Guyana. And my sister did the service because she is a ordained minister and a medical doctor.
And this was another sister.
That's
Wait,
not.
wait. Is it Auntie Karen that cut short her travels? Or
Yes.
oh, okay, never mind. It's the same sister. Sorry.
Yeah, but your auntie Bonita cut short because she was supposed to come for cricket,
Oh yeah, that's
and
true.
then she came for the funeral and didn't and missed out on the cricket because she couldn't go back to Guyana for the cricket. She and her husband. So all those were blessings because they were there.
And I would say we were all together to celebrate Rochelle's 40th birthday.
40th
Not that I'm
birthday.
trying to put my sister on Front Street, but we're not ashamed about age in our family.
Yeah, we
We'll
probably
be
tell
quick to be
everybody our
like, I'm
age.
55. Like, I think it's a blessing. I'd be proud to get older. Like, yeah, that's right. I'm 36. You know, just like,
Yes.
it's a blessing. But
Yeah,
yeah.
when I was 50, I went to pick her up from school, and all her friends came out to wish me happy birthday. She didn't tell them I was 50. So they came, Mrs. Martin, happy birthday. You look so nice. How old are you? And I say 50. And then she got mad. Do you have to tell everybody your age?
Just completely unprovoked. Like, you know, those memes where it'd be like nobody and it's a colon and it's like blank and then it's like my mom, I'm 50. Like, what? Just completely unprovoked. Completely unasked for. Like, nobody. But that's how we are. We see that as like a blessing in our family. So I'm like really excited that I'm getting older. I know it's probably weird and probably a little demented, but I'm just really
No,
like,
it's a blessing.
I'm like, I'm getting older. I'm getting closer to 40.
Yes, because I am now 74 and I am proud and happy because, I mean, 74 years old is not that old because there are people living to 100,
It's like
120,
it's
but
like
it's a
old, but
blessing.
like young old. Like, you know, you have like your ages. So you have like your young adult where it's like you 18 to like 25. Then you got like the older of the young adults. It's like 26 to 35. Then you got like just an adult like that 36 to 40 because apparently middle age starts from 40 to 60. So then you got like the young of the middle, you know. So it's like that kind of thing. Like 74. Now that you're here, it's like, you know, it's not
Yes,
that old.
it's just,
you know?
yeah, it's just
Like,
gone.
it's old,
And
but
you-
it's not
like,
that old,
yeah,
like-
you're looking forward now to 75.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of stuff. But then,
But we got to spend Rochelle's birthday together because
Yes, all
we
of us
normally
are
don't get to
there.
do that. Normally,
Yeah.
it's just some of us in, you know, we're all over the world. So normally it's just the people in that area and friends that become like family and you go and celebrate. But we had like a couple of our aunts there, a couple uncles, cousins.
yes,
You know.
our cousin Vashti, we celebrate birthdays with her for
Oh, yeah.
years.
Mhm.
And she and her husband, they were there. Oh, it was nice. And then co-workers from my sister's job, they showed up, and it was really, really nice. It was
Yeah.
different because that's not how we celebrate birthdays for years because we live in America.
Yeah.
And so it's whoever is within our circle, we would invite. When they were little and I used to pay for it, it used to be bigger because I'm paying for it. You're going skiing, you're going this place, that place. But then once they got a certain age, I say, well, everybody got a job. Now your friends have a job, they have to pay for their own food.
That part. Because we're not covering the bill for that. Sorry. Up until high school. After that, you're on your own, you know?
So,
But that was an unexpected blessing. Last night on because every year I host a New Year's Eve live stream. So last night was my 6th year doing it. And so I personally shared an unexpected blessing. Well, no, a moment I could look back and laugh at, because that's shorter, was when I did the summit this year in April. I hosted my 2nd annual virtual summit. And so it was like everything that could go wrong went wrong. I mean, everything. Like, people that were in the journey with me were like really interceding and praying for me because it was so much. Everything from our electricity going out in our home, because at one point I was going to host it here because it was mostly people that I knew were like friends of friends, and my friends are trustworthy. I trust who they're going to bring to something. So I was like, oh, I could just do it here, save on the expense of a venue, because it was supposed to be in person at first. And then people were like, that's not going to really work for me. I can't really make it in person. So I was like, okay, it's going to be virtual. And then it went from that to like, okay, it's going to be in my home. home, and then the breaker for our electricity started acting up. So every day we were going outside multiple times a day. It was so annoying. Like you be cooking, the electricity just goes out. You're washing dishes, the electricity goes out because the breaker was slipping. So and they were too cheap at first to come fix it, the property manager. And so I was like, well, we can't have it here because we'll be in the middle of a summit segment or something, and the lights go out, and then it's ghetto. It's gonna make my brand look like really janky. So I was like, can't do that. Had to at the last minute when I realized they weren't gonna fix it, find a venue on Peer Space. And the venue looked a little sketchy because the guy lives in New York and this is his first venue in Atlanta. So I'm seeing he's in New York and this place looked really nice. Like, you know, when it's almost too good to be true and you're like, this seems like a scam. Like a place in Sandy Springs, Buckhead area for this price, looking this good. I don't know, but it's like days before my event, so I'm very unhinged at this point. I'm very traumatized and triggered. So I'm like, is this real? Is this a scam? I mean, I'm that type of person anyway. I'm gonna ask you, like, is this real? Is this a scam? What's going on? Blah, blah. But I was really like at his neck. I was like, is this a scam? Because I can't afford a scam and this and that. I was like, if this doesn't work out, I'm gonna be on your driveway crying and throwing up. Shout out to him. Kudos to him because he was like, no, it's real. Like, I get you. I understand all you've been through. And he allowed me to ask my questions and like settle my fears and stuff. He was very comforting. So it ended up working out. I could laugh about it now, but I wasn't laughing back then. I was really fighting
Not
for my
until
life.
we showed up. It's a beautiful
Oh yeah, very
house.
beautiful. In a really great part of Buckhead too. Like you're in Buckhead, but like you're kind of on the outskirts, so you're not in all the heart of the hustle and bustle. Easy parking, rooftop terrace. I mean, very nice.
And
Great
he
view.
set everything up
Yeah.
perfect. We didn't have to set up anything other than the food that we took.
Exactly.
He set out the kitchen, clear up everything, and it was a beautiful
And he
day.
didn't charge us no extra like fees because sometimes on Peer Space they be charging for everything, cleaning, this, that. He didn't do none of that. It was like, and it was very, I mean, it was literally too good to be true. I was like, what? Buckhead for this price? That's why I was so nervous. I was like, are you gonna rob me? Are you gonna take my credit card information? I literally asked him that. He was like, no, I get it. Like, look at my reviews. I'm based in Brooklyn. So he was very like comforting. I can't even remember the guy's name. I'm sorry, but he was very nice though, like very nice. And it was his cousin that had the place. So that I could laugh about it now, but like I said, if you were talking to me in April, I was literally hanging on by a thread. I was like, I'm worn out. And then I had speakers coming one speaker was coming into town, the other two lived here. But still, I'm like, they taking time out of their day to come to speak. Like, I don't want them to come and it's confusion and the food vendors ain't coming and the lights are cutting out. And it's just like, they're like, oh, I'm never doing something with her again. Like, you know, you got one shot. Like Eminem said, you got one shot. So
every
gotta get it right.
Pretty much every other hour, we're out there fixing it. And then I couldn't see so well then because I only had one eye done. And I didn't have the hand strength and all. And I got to be pulling this big heavy thing up and down.
Yeah.
Sometimes I see people passing on the street. Any young person, I call them to come and help me. And these people won't fix this thing.
Yeah, they were.
The hot water goes out.
Very cheap. Oh yeah, that's still going out. I'm ready to go for that because I'm just like, literally, I think it was it Monday? It was Monday. I was taking a shower so I could do my tapings. I could get dressed and go do my taping. And I was like, dang, this water's taking a long time to get hot. And I was like, oh my gosh, like it's tripped up again. And I'm like, I'm already in the shower. I got 35 minutes before I gotta get up out of here to tape for my podcast and stuff. I just gotta tough it out. So I took a cold shower. That was very rough.
I was bathing around the same time. I was yelling for Rochelle.
Yeah, me too.
But she wasn't hearing me because she was too busy with Christian.
And with the maintenance guy.
And the maintenance guy that was fixing the thing.
So it was just like, yeah, it's time to go. Like, you know.
And this is a new house.
Well, newish. You know, at this point, it's like 6-7 years old.
6 years, because we're the first people that lived in it.
Yeah, so, but yeah, it was just, we could look back and laugh. So I'm sure you guys have moments in 2024 where you could look back and laugh. Again, you can share it now or in the comments later. Is he sleeping?
He's relaxed.
Oh, good.
He's down here to get my charger.
Oh, okay. So my sister is creeping in the back to get her charger. But yeah, needless to say, we can all look back, I'm sure, at moments where in the moment you thought like, oh my gosh, like I don't know if I'm gonna make it through this, like this is too much. But now you can be like, wow, like that was crazy. Now I can laugh about it. But an unexpected blessing. Last night on the live stream, I shared how dad's passing just made me realize not realize, but remind me of the importance of time, because you just going through life, you're living your life, you feel like you got all the time in the world, but it's like tomorrow's not promised. So death has a way of reminding you of that, where it's like, I gotta get serious, I gotta get this together, get that together, or I need to, maybe you are on the right track, but you just have a lot of like stragglers, you have a lot of people like hanging on your coattail or whatever. So for me, it was more so the latter. It was like, okay, I gotta get rid of this person, get rid of that person, move on from this, move on from that. And some people are, crashed out behind it or whatever, but it's just like, I can't keep, like, what are you doing here, kind of thing. Sometimes you look at people and you're like, why are we in such close fellowship? Maybe we're just meant to be acquaintances. Maybe we're just meant to be business partners or whatever. Like, we don't really need to be doing life together. And that's it, because now it's like I'm stressed out. Now I'm distracted. So it just put a lot of things in perspective for me and reminded me, like, okay, I want to leave a legacy. I want to leave an impact. I'm on my way, but I need to trim more fat. I need to like really get laser focused. So that was the unexpected blessing in that. And then just hearing the legacy and honestly realizing how blessed I am, because sometimes you're so knee deep in a situation, you can't see the forest from the trees. You're like, I just don't understand why I'm always going through something. I'm not blessed. I'm not favored. It's not going to work out for me. You kind of like start to have this woe is me mentality. But when I was looking through the photo albums and like things in the cloud that I had saved over the years of my dad for the balloon release ceremony they did in Maryland for his birthday, it made me realize, like, I've really lived a blessed life. Like, I can't even sit here and act like I haven't had a blessed life. I've been blessed to grow up in a household with parents that loved each other, were married for 41 years, and committed, honest, like partners, like best friends, really through the ups, the downs, the thick, the thin, all the things. Like, that's a blessing. Nowadays, you can't even make it 41 days with somebody, let alone 41 years. You lucky if you make it 41 hours, forget 48, 41 hours. Like, so 41 years and like actually raising a family together and building from nothing to something. Like, they've accomplished a lot. At one point, we were really truly living the American dream. The nice house, the cars, the vacations, like the I don't want to say perfect family because no one's perfect, but the loving family unit and all that, even through the ups and downs, the obstacles. Like I said, no one's perfect, but even still was like, I was pretty blessed. Like, I can't even sit here and fake the funk. So I just had to give God praise and be like, thank you for my upbringing. Because when I hear like some of my friends and I'll say colleagues, even though I'm an entrepreneur, but like my co-laborers and stuff, when I hear like some of the things they went through in childhood, I'm like, wow, that's pretty wild. That's pretty crazy. Like, that was not my story. And even just to be surrounded by other families like that, like other married couples, other families living a loving life and stuff, like, I am really blessed to have that, because some people don't have that testimony. They can't point to a healthy couple to save their lives. They can't point to a healthy marriage in their lives or in their childhood to save their lives. So that really just put things in perspective. Like, yeah, let me be even more grateful, because sometimes you forget that stuff. Like, it almost seems normal to you. Like, yeah, I had vacations. Yeah, I had a nice house. Yeah. But I did. You don't realize how much of a privilege that is.
Yeah, having a nice house and having vacations and all of that, all you have to do is have money.
Yeah.
You have money, you can buy money buys everything. But you cannot, that doesn't mean that you're going to have a loving home, because you can have two parents
True.
that are working, making 7 figures each, and you're driving Maserati and whomever, and some of these car names I can't even call, but there is no love.
Yeah.
There is no unity. There is
It's
nothing.
It's
It's
all
just
about greed
show.
and money.
You
We
know?
know people like that. Like, literally, I ain't gonna drop names, but we know people like that, like living the life, the houses that you would just, your jaw would drop. Like, you live there, driving these type of cars, the people that they know, the places they've been, the money in their account right now is money that you would probably not even know what to do with if you saw that many zeros and numbers in your bank account. But they're just like miserable. Like, there's no unity, there's no love. They got the things, but it's like a shell. Like, they're living a shell of a life.
No conversations. They can't sit down and have a conversation. That one surprises me, because I saw my parents. My father was an extremely busy man because he was a politician, but he used to find time as we used to say, talk nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
To sit down with my mother and talk and laugh, and friends come over, and then he used to tell us, he and grandfather used to tell us things, stories that they call Nancy story. And it
Mm-hmm.
was a whole bunch of nonsense. But they used to be telling us this stuff, and we laughing and falling on the chair and all that kind of stuff. And my husband wasn't a man that liked the streets with a lot of friends.
Yeah.
Whatever friends he had, they were few but solid. You know, so he was always home watching movies, or and you hear him laughing, and you say, "What are you laughing at?" He said, "Maybe you should stop being in that kitchen and come and watch it with me. I'm watching this old movie and telling me everything about it." And he would tell us all the jokes about when he was growing up as a child, and he
Mm-hmm.
was very funny. And he loved to cook. Once I taught him how to cook. Cook was a competition,
Oh yeah.
and all that kind of stuff. And that is how you make those years of marriage happy. Because being married and you don't talk to each other and you don't like each other, then why are you married? You might
That's
as well
crazy
divorce
work.
and go your separate ways.
Like I can't even fathom being tied to a person, living under the same roof with them, and I genuinely do not like you. Like the sight of you makes me sick to my stomach on a regular basis because it's gonna happen. Like I've lived with partners before, and you're gonna have those seasons where you wake up and you're like, ew, like why am I with you? You look at them and you're like, why are you eating like that? Why do you breathe like that? Like why is your foot bent on the bed? Like they just it just be random. Like it just sometimes you just get the ick. But for the most part, like that comes and goes. And for me personally, the ick comes when we don't spend quality time together. Like if we're not spending that quality time, I'm gonna start noticing those little things where it's like, ill, your beard don't don't connect, or
Yeah,
you chew like a cow or whatever.
yeah, we used to have a
But I'm
good
gonna
time.
stick beside you though. I'm gonna stick beside you.
We used to have a good time. Even when he got so very sick and almost died. Once he came home from the hospital, he was still sick and weak and
Hmm.
stuff. But he just couldn't keep his mouth shut with the nonsense. Because you got to always hear about these
Hmm.
jokes and
Even when we went on
some
the
past
cruise,
stuff.
when we went on the cruise and he was drinking up the wine and he wasn't supposed to be drinking wine.
Drinking the
He
wine.
was like, oh, because we went on celebrity cruise with him and we stayed in aqua class, which you get like extra concierge service and butler stuff. Like if you've ever stayed in an all-inclusive resort or gone on a cruise, you know that elevated class where you get the extra bells and whistles and stuff. And so every afternoon they would bring you like hors d'oeuvres and a wine bottle and this and that. And he's like, oh, go ask them for more wine.
Because I don't
Like you're
drink
not even supposed to
wine.
be eating. Drinking wine. Like what are you talking about? Like he's like, go get another bottle of
Because
wine.
we decided to go to pay more money and go higher because he was still sick. And the only reason he went on that cruise is because he was sick, and we were
Yeah.
able to convince him with a bunch of stupid nonsense that we told him and get him
Hmm.
to say yes. Because he always used to say, "You guys can go, I'm not going on no cruise because if anything happens to the ship, I can't swim." But he had a
Hmm.
blast. And if we're not in the rooms, because we had side by side, when you come back, at least I don't know about them, but all my wine and everything. I don't
Oh
drink
yeah.
wine anyway, so I didn't care. It was they would bring me green tea and so on, but all the orders are finished. I said, so what am I supposed to do with this tea? He said, well, you just drink here. And you don't eat anything, so you just leave the stuff. I gonna eat it. And then, can you go and ask them for more wine? I said, yes, but I'm not going to.
Right. And just drinking up the people's
And
wine. And
having
all
a
sorts of
blast.
but that's what it's about. Work hard, play hard. Like I know I'm trying to have a good time. So might not be here for a long time, but I'm here for a good time, you know. So it's just one of those things where definitely like I said, I look back and I'm like, I'm blessed to have that. Cause that's where a lot of my values stem from. Just like the environment that I was surrounded by when I was growing up. And even in this day and age to still have a respect for marriage. I know I'm like becoming more and more of a unicorn because people just don't respect it. Like they just don't see the value in it. They don't, because they've seen so many like wrong marriages and stuff. So I can't even fake the funk. Like that whole situation of grieving and dealing with losing a parent definitely made me self-reflect, made me be like, I'm blessed. I definitely am glad to, and not only was I blessed to grow up in that environment, but I'm blessed to be close to my parents. I was close to my dad. up until, he left and all these type of things. And I'm still close to my mom. I mean, clearly I'm sitting here doing a whole live stream with her. So, and we actually get along. It's not like we're just putting on the acting when the camera shuts off. It's like, woo, like I can get away from you now. So, I
Yeah,
just,
she's annoying because earlier I was sitting down there and she said, "You're not doing the live?" I said, "Well," she said, "Okay, that big well, we're gonna have to do it later on." I said,
oh,
"I
that
feel
was
like getting up."
yesterday, I
That was
think.
that was yesterday
Yeah,
or
because I was
today?
like, we should do the live stream for New Year's Eve.
Oh, when
And
I
you were
was
like, nah, it's
cooking.
too much going on, like this
Yes,
and that. 'Cause
got
it was
black
kind of
eyed
a lot going
peas
on,
and
though.
this and that, and I didn't feel like being bothered. I ain't comb my hair, nothing, nothing at
And I was
all.
trying to get my hair together, like, cause I was on here looking rough before, I got my hair together here. So hopefully stays together for a little while, but it'll be different by the time I'm moving, cause I can't move with a bust down, like it's just too much. So, but needless to say, 2024 was quite the year. I said on my live stream last night, it was the end of an era. And then when you think of an era, like the definition means like a period of time marked by certain characteristics or a certain culture or a certain essence, basically. So 2024 was the end of an era. 2025 was the beginning of a new era. And I'm excited for the changes coming. It's a lot happening right now. So we just, again, I know we say this every live, but we just thank you guys for your patience because we're not super consistent in the sense of like, oh, we know every Monday they're going to have a video up or whatever. We just pop up, we do these lives. I put it up. I don't even put a thumbnail. Y'all just get the basic profile picture that pops up, and that's that. But you will get 2 cooking videos at least. Because when I was cooking for Christmas, I said, let me capture this stuff and just at least get that content.
Yeah, because with you trying to cook Christmas. So we didn't decorate or anything because that would have been really crazy. Because now we
Yeah.
have to take down all those decorations. So, but trying to cook and to do and packing at the same time and making sure you don't mix up things and what you got to throw away and what you're going to give away, and it's a lot.
Yeah.
And then by the certain time, I mean, I'm no spring chicken. I'm tired. Because last night I was supposed to toast the New Year in the first New Year's that I did not toast the New Year in with my family. Because I went and lay down on the chest and I was supposed to stay awake and I lie down there about 11:15. Well, I don't know when the New Year came because I woke up at 5:30 this morning and nobody bothered to wake me up. So I slept on the chest and well, I had a good sleep, so I can't complain about the good sleep. So there's so much going on and I'm always tired because you're taking all this medication and you get tired sometimes. My feet get swollen from standing up too long, so I got to stop and sit down and put it up and so on. And after the move is finished, I'm going to regulate my life back to common sense, and then I can do things more often, and we're going to have cooking together and different things.
All the things, the memberships, like I
Yes.
said. So it's up and it's stuck in 2025, y'all. I'm excited. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and end this live because I got to get me a cat nap before this event tonight because I am literally on my last string. But thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for laughing and conversing with us and everything. I mean, if you're on the replay, or like I said, even if you want to leave a comment and you were here live, go ahead and let us know like what was a highlight of 2024 for you, what was an unexpected blessing or a moment you could look back on now and laugh, but you probably weren't laughing in the moment. And then what's something that you're looking forward to in 2025 so we could just stand in agreement with you, keep you uplifted in prayer, all the things. And we will be live. I don't even know.
I don't even
Maybe
know.
the weekend or something.
Don't
I
tell
don't
them
know.
maybe the weekend.
We're just gonna pop up.
We're
when we
gonna
pop
just
up.
pop up because we're packing and it might just pop up and show you guys how
Yeah.
we're packing and labeling and whatever, and then I have to go and
Pack at the shipping place.
go to the shipping place and pack at least what's already ready to pack. As I said, they're not shipping until the 16th.
Yeah.
But if I'm ahead of the game, I will meet the crowd there packing.
Yeah.
I have to rent a storage because I have to put some of the things in storage because everything can ship at the same time.
Yep.
And so you guys
then-
will be kept up to date. And then once I have a living space, you'd be invited in to see what I'm doing when I'm decorating and stuff like that and so on. So we will have a good year, and by God's grace, and hope no serious tragedies for any of us.
Yeah.
And so we can enjoy 2025 and lots of blessings and prosperity in this year. for all of us.
Yep. And with that being said, you guys enjoy the rest of your New Year's Day. Get your rest relaxation in, and we will see you guys next time we pop up here.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.